my channel today, I thought I would go ahead and do the makeup tutorial that you guys have been requesting, which is the one that I was wearing in my laser hair removal update and my LASIK procedure update. So this is the look that I came up with. It's just really, to me, it's like really naked and glowing makeup, and I think that it just accentuates your normal skin. Makes you look like you're really not wearing anything, but it's so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and start priming my face. So the first primer, I'm going to use the Birds & Bees Natural Honey Lip Balm for my lips. It's awesome. Go ahead and put on your favorite chapstick or whatever you want in your lips. Then I'm going to move on to my face. I'm using the Clear Prep by CoverFX. It is a silicone-free primer. Make sure to shake it up though, because it can come apart pretty easily. So I'm going to go ahead and rub that into my skin. Make sure you wait a couple minutes after you put on your primer and before you put on your makeup. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on an under eye cream. This is Ginzing by Origins. I love the consistency of it. It is definitely an under eye illusion. It doesn't really help with my puffiness or anything else. After that, we're ready for foundation, but I'm going to go ahead and skip real foundation. I'm going to stick with tinted moisturizer for today. I'm using OCC's Tint, and I'm going to go ahead and mix two colors up to get my perfect shade. So I took one of the Sigma FX brushes, and I'm going to use that to put on the tinted moisturizer. Of course, you can use your fingers if you want. As you guys probably noticed, the color was a little bit lighter at first, but once you really blend it in, it really soaked into my skin color. Also, I'm going to leave my forehead and chin area without this tinted moisturizer because I'm going to go back with something else. Of course, if you guys want to use foundation, go ahead, but make sure you use something that has a dewy finish, not a matte finish. Ooh, looks like I just realized I should probably zoom you guys in. Make sure you guys also put this on top of your eyelids. One, it's going to help with any discoloration that you have on there, and two, it can act as a primer. Of course, if you guys don't have discoloration, you can skip this step. I'm going to go back with my Ben Nye banana powder and just go ahead and powder my eyelids just so that the tinted moisturizer stays on before I put on any eyeshadow on top. We're going to use the Naked palette today. What better palette to use for a perfect naked glowing look? I'm going to use the color Naked all over my eyelids. You guys can see what a perfect match that is for me. Of course, if that's too dark for you, you just use something that is really similar to your normal lid color. I use a 224 and the color Buck as a nice medium brown for my crease. If you're darker skinned, use a darker color. And if you're lighter skinned, then use something lighter. But we just want something that's matte and that's not overly dark for this type of look. I went in there twice just to darken it up a little bit. If you guys don't want as dark of a look, you can just do one layer instead. Over here, this got cut off, but I went into the color Darkhorse. If you guys have the Naked palette, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just adding that into the crease. It's a little bit of a shimmery color. That's why I only wanted a tiny bit. Then we're going to use a normal flat shader brush, and I'm using a color by Inglot by AMC Advanced Makeup Components. I think it's the color 22 as a highlight. I'm sticking with the satin highlight. It's almost matte just because this look is supposed to be very natural. Pull out your favorite under eye concealer, and for me that's my MAC Pro Longwear in the color NW35. And I'm going to go ahead now and put this on top of my Ginzing by Origins. I only put on the Ginzing because it really helps keep a concealer on, especially if you've got dry under eye areas, and it gives me a little bit more of an extra highlight. So I use a lot of concealer. You guys don't have to do that. I'm going to go back in with my Ben Nye banana powder, and I'm going to powder my under eye area. This concealer doesn't really need you to powder it, but I just like to, just for extra precaution. So I'm just going to go ahead and powder that area really well to make sure that concealer doesn't move. Then I'm going to go back in with a MAC Super Slick eyeliner in a purple color. And this is just for like a little bit of a twist to a neutral look. I did have this eyeliner on too in the LASIK video that you guys loved so much. And it's a metallic finish, so it still has some shine. Then I'm going to pick up MAC's blush in the color Posey. It's a cream blush. For this dewy sort of look, I suggest that you guys do use a cream blush. I just used my middle finger, picked up some of it, and just dabbed it onto the apples of my cheeks and a little bit behind that. I'm not really using any science to do this. It's just kind of messy. Then go in with a brush that you know is not going to be too harsh and has soft bristles, and go ahead and blend this into your skin. That's why I didn't powder my face just yet, because I didn't want the cream blush to not go on the foundation properly, because if you powder and then put a cream on top of it, it's not going to work out so well. So I added a few more layers. You guys don't have to, depending on how pink you want your cheeks to be. Now I'm going to go back into my Ben Nye Banana powder and just powder the rest of my skin. Of course, this is a tinted moisturizer, so in reality, you don't even really need to powder it, but I don't trust my skin, and you never know. Sometimes it likes to get mad at me and just produce lots of oil, so I want to be on the safe side. Then I'm going back into my Inglot. Well, I'm not going back. I guess it's the first time I'm using it. It's an Inglot powder. It's also by AMC. It's color 52. I'm using that on my chin and my forehead because it's my skin color, and, you know, I don't want to use my tinted moisturizer in those two areas, just because I really don't have any acne scarring or anything in that area. Then I'm going to use a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark as my contour. It's just a good idea to use something so simple. This is also, it's mineralized. It has a little bit of shimmer, but nothing too crazy. And I like it just because it's not overly dramatic. This is what I use on a daily basis also. I really like this. If you guys want more of a contour, then you're welcome to use like something like matte bronze or any darker bronzer really, or even Blunt by MAC is a good option. Then I love flesh tone eyeliners. This one is Rue Bonaparte by NARS. It's awesome. And I'm using this on my tear duct area. What we're going to do is that we're going to use this. It's going to look really bright right now, but you'll see what I do to make sure that it does blend in a little bit more. Sorry, this got cut off. Basically, I lined my waterline with it also. It looks really bright right now, but again, it's not going to last. Then I'm just using a dome-shaped brush to kind of disperse the Rue Bonaparte a little bit to take away that extra glisten that it had. Then I'm going back in with the same flesh toned eyeshadow that I used before by Inglot, and I'm just putting it on top of the Rue Bonaparte. Then I'm going in with Darkhorse eyeshadow with the Naked palette, and I'm lining my lower lash line. Next, onto lips, we're using barbecue lip liner. As you guys know, I love that. And we're going to line my lips with that. Then we're going to use an Inglot lipstick in the color 116 as an all-over color. Also, because my lips are pigmented, I use the Lip Erase in the color Dim by MAC to take away some of that pigmentation. You guys can use concealer or foundation, whatever you think is easier and suits your needs. Then I'm going to go in with an Inglot kind of nude lip paint, and I love this color. I don't know what the name is, but any nude lip gloss will work. I just wanted a little bit of shine, so that's why I put that on. It's a really pretty color, and the lip paints last a really long time. They're like lipstick. Then I'm going to use the Smashbox Brow Tech to go for my eyebrows. This is in the color Brunette. And basically the way you're going to put this on, use a spoolie to make sure that your eyebrows are facing the correct direction, your hairs are all in one direction, and you've created the shape that you want. You're going to draw on this Brow Tech to go as though it's a crayon, really. Just color in your hairs lightly, don't put on too much pressure. Then onto mascara. I'm going to use the Loreal Double Extend tubes in black first, and then the MAC Haute and Naughty on top of that. I just like a layered look. Then we're going to go in with Inglot's Advanced Makeup Components highlighter in the color 66. I just love this. It's extremely natural, and it really looks like you're glowing from within. It's great for all skin tones, I find. You can layer it to create a darker, more heavy look if you guys want, but this is one of the only highlighters that I think is natural enough to really wear on a daily basis and not look like you're completely crazy. I'm going to zoom in, show you guys my eyes. Zoom out, show you guys my face. That is the look that I came up with. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post below, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Bye.